Hello, beauty. Yes, it's you. Why are you looking at the back? Like there is nobody there. I'm talking to you. Don't you know you're beautiful? Do you need an angel to tell you you are? No. All right, yes, you are welcome again to this month's edition of the Ladies Court. How have you been, first and foremost? I'm so happy to have you again on this show. My name is Tosinfayo, and if you are joining me for the first time or you are watching this video for the first time, yes, this is where it's happening every month. Yes, it is called the Ladies Court. TLC as I fondly call it, yes. And you are most welcome if you are a first timer. To all my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Thumbs up to you all. Thank you for coming back always, and thank you for not getting tired of this content. Yes, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I must confess. All right, so this month's edition of the Ladies Court promises to be a blast. All right, you are welcome. And for real, this is the reason for the excitement. It is my month. Yippee! Yeah. All right, yes, let me just calm down, right? Everyone celebrating birthday this month, permit me to welcome you to a new year of splendor, of favor, of mercy, of pleasant testimonies all around, and of course, of enlargement beyond your expectations. Yes, that's what it is. It is what it is. Hey. All right, yes. I just decided to do this before I get into the real deal for this month. And I must confess, this month is loaded with plenty things, plenty goodies. Yes. All right. So, why did I say that? You need to know those people who are celebrating your birthday this month. Hey, oh my, oh my. Well, I'll be mentioning some names and you will permit me to just do that. And I'm sorry if I'm not going to mention your name. But then, you are as special itself to me. Yes. All right. So for everyone celebrating birthday this month, every October born, hi, you are amazingly special. Welcome to your new year. And of course, on the list is my able self, the CEO of TLC International. Yes, let's do it that way. All right. Yes. My birthday is this month, and of course, on the list, I have the second person, and in the person of Shade Oshoba. A very good friend of mine, she is, and of course, her birthday is also this month. I also have Minstrel Tope Alabi on the same date with me. Wow, don't you think that's amazing? Yes, well, I'm not a star freak, but I don't know her in person. But the fact that she's celebrating her birthday the same date with me, I celebrate her so much and I love that. Yes, I'm glad to have the same date with her, anyways. And yes, on the list, I still have Faust the Bad Boy celebrating his birthday as well the same date with me. Ah, can you imagine that? And yes, he does not know me in person. But I just need to celebrate him because we celebrate our birthdays the same day. Yes, and I have Chi. I call her my twinnie. I know her in person. Yes, Chi, my twinnie. Happy birthday to you as well. Happy birthday to all of us. Yes, I have a big sis daughter who is also the same date with me. You can imagine, you can see that we are many celebrating the same day. All these people may not be popular, but I know them and they're so special to me. All right, so happy birthday to all of us born in October. The month of October is indeed a special month. Don't be jealous. And of course, you know your own month is special too, but like just celebrate us. It is what it is. Yeah. All right, so let's go into the real thing, the real deal for this month. The ladies' courts. If you are coming for the first time on this video, yes, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button as well. You can as well share with your friends and loved ones. And don't forget, my own name is Tosinfayo. All right, yes. So let's get into the deal for this month. The Ladies Court discusses topics that deal with marriage and the women in marriage. Yes, deals with marriage, and the woman in marriage, the lady in marriage. Yes, so if you're not married yet, it's also good for you. You can as well, learn a lot of things from this program. Yes, from this content that always bring your way. Yes, it's a whole lot. Marriage is not what we used to think when we are not married yet. It is when you get into it that you fall into the reality. You know that yes, the reality is already dawning on you once you get into the union called marriage. All right, so now what do I have for you this month on the ladies court? Well, ladies court for this month is discussing handling financial issues in marriage. Handling financial issues in marriage. And guess what? I've got people that are going to be saying things about this topic this month. So that tells you I am not alone. I get back, okay? Yes, I'm not here to sing anyways. Okay, so this is what we're discussing this month, handling financial issues in marriage. But first, we're going to take those highlights for this topic of discussion. Yes, what is financial issue? Yes, we have to start with that. Of course, if we're going to discuss any topic, we must understand the basics of the topic first. What is financial issues in marriage? So when you say financial issues, financial problem in marriage, what do we mean? And yes, what are the causes of financial issues in marriage? And of course, we'll be talking about what are the red flags before we get to discover that yes, there are financial issues. What are the things that will be coming up first? What are the things we'll be noticing from either of the couple or both of them? Yes, so at least there are things that will always lead to another thing before something is said to have happened. Okay, yes, that is why we will need to look into the red flags of financial issues in marriage. And of course, we cannot look at problems without profounding solutions to them. So by God's grace, these are the things we'll be discussing this month on the ladies' court. Oh, won't you just come along with me? You can actually take a cup of coffee, relax as you sit on your cushion, and enjoy this ride with me. Ladies' Court October edition with Tosinfayo. Okay, so I'll go on this short break and I'll be back. Enjoy it. Okay, so let's do this together. The break. You are great. Hi, people. Yes, ladies. It's time. It's another great time. Yes, to host you on the ladies' card. Welcome. And yes, I'm so happy we did this last month. Yes. I'm glad you're here again. I'm glad I am here again to host you on this show. If you're watching this for the first time, my name is Tosinfayo and this is the Ladies Court. The Ladies Court is basically for ladies to discuss how we can always make our marriage interesting and of course we feel good about ourselves. Yes, that's basically what we do, what we talk about on the Ladies Court. All right, you're welcome from that short break. And how was it? Sure you did enjoy it. All right, yes, this is the Ladies Court with Tosinfayo. That's my name. And if you are joining this video for the first time or watching this video for the first time, yes, we discuss a couple of topics. And of course, you may need to go through the previous videos of this program. Yes, each month we release a video for your listening and watching pleasure, so that you can at least so that you can learn something. And you may also drop your comments in the comment section. The comment section is open to everybody. If you want to drop anything, yes, just be polite in your contribution. And you may also need us to discuss any topic on this show. Please feel free to drop the topic in the comment section. And yes, this month I said we'll be talking about handling financial issues in marriage. Yes, so what is financial issue? And from my own end, before we listen to our guests, financial issue simply means financial imbalance. That is your inability to take care of the needs of the family at the appropriate time. Yes, you may need to just pay bills and all of that, and you find out that you do not have that sufficiency to take care of the bills. It is also your inability to afford Basic needs, yes, let's call it basic needs of the family. There are some things we think we need actually in the family, but we do not need them. We just want them because there's a difference between wanting something and needing something. When you need something, it means it's very, very important. But when you just want something, it is not so important, but you just want to consume it, you just want to have it for your pleasure. All right, so let's talk about the causes of financial issues in marriage. Before we got married, we used to think a lot of things like daydreaming and wish thinking or think wishing, whichever one it is you want to hold on to from those things I mentioned. Well, it just means that there's a lot we usually view in our mind as what will happen when we get married. But fortunately or unfortunately, when we got married, we found out that they are just wishes. They're just things maybe I should say we watch Nollywood movies too much, and that has actually affected our thinking or is affecting our thinking when it comes to the things we feel should happen in our marriages. Yes. But hey, a lot of us when we got married we found out that it's not as easy as we thought. Yes. So combining forces with your spouse, it's a lot. Because you are from different backgrounds. Your spouse might think it is A and you will think it is Z. You can see how far apart A and Z are to each other. So if that happens, you know what to do. I'll tell you later. So what are the causes of financial issues in marriage? Well, the first one I'll say is high expectation. So many times we expect too much from our spouses and we just want them to, pull down the heavens for us. And that many times does not work. Yes, because your expectation, we pray always that expectations should not be cut short. But when you expect too much from human beings, you are bound to be disappointed. I mean, where you expect too much from people, disappointment is imminent. Like you cannot escape it many times, anyways. Yes, so when you expect too much from your spouse, it can cause financial crisis, it can cause financial issue. Yes, all right. So another thing that can cause financial issue is lack of job, and that is understandable. Well, people ask questions like, "Oh, can anybody marry someone who is not on any job?" Hmm, that's a million times question. Because if you are going to go on the aisle with someone who does not have a job, you must really think about it, and you must have something doing that is paying you handsomely, or maybe I should say beautifully, because this is ladies' God. I'm not trying to be feminine, anyways. Well, it is very good for the two of you to have something you are doing, at least, even if it is not much. If that thing you're doing is not bringing in much, you must be doing something. I'm not saying that if you have a to-be spouse or your fiance is not doing anything, that you should go and drop him or say you are no longer interested. I don't say that. It all depends on you, make your choice. But it is very, very important. It is very, very pertinent. It is very crucial that you both have something you're doing. The same way for a lady, if a guy is working and you are not working, you're soon going to, kind of crash him, because you will be demanding from him, because you want to buy anything small, you want to collect money from him. Matches, you want to collect money. Well, I don't think there are still ladies like that anyways, because you have to be up and doing, you have to be on your toes everywhere now. People are shouting, there is no money. Yes, but anyways, there is money. There is money going in. All right, yes, that's on a lighter mood, just to light up. Anyways, you need to do something. Why would you say you are a full housewife? Even full housewives now are not full housewives again. They are doing something. They are doing mobile trade. They are doing mobile business. Phone has become the business shop or more for some ladies, many ladies, I must say. Yes. So if you have voice, you do voiceover. You can use your phone. It brings money for you. I mean, you have phone, you can sing. Use your phone. People will call you to come and sing. See, display everything you do on your phone. So the phone has become a mobile market, a mobile business center, a mobile shop, and more for everybody now, almost everybody. So if you're not making good use of your phone, I don't know. Well, all right, so you must have something you're doing basically. That is what I'm talking about. So all these things cause, I'm talking about things that cause financial issues in marriage. So I've said high expectation from either of the spouse or both of them, and then I've said lack of jobs. Unforeseen expenses can also cause financial issues in marriage. Then too much debt. When you owe too much, when you go here buy something and you don't pay, you go here buy something and you don't pay because you are expecting more money to come in, or you're expecting somebody to give you money, maybe privately dash you, or you're just waiting for somebody to come and give you something, and you, because of that, you go getting something on credit and you have actually overshot. Yes, that can also cause problem, financial problem in marriage. And then let's talk about the red flags. What are the red flags? You have heard about red flags before. Red flags are signs of danger in anything, relationship, business. Red flags are typically and generally signs of dangers in anything or anywhere. Okay, so what are the red flags to financial problems in marriage? I mean, what are the signs you see? What are the things that you will see first before you get to see in reality financial problems or financial issues? Before you get to see all these things that are coming up, like, okay, we're having problem financially, we're not able to do what we're supposed to do. Okay, so what are the red flags? Let's just discuss them. So by the time I'm done mentioning them, you have any other one you want to add to it, feel free to enter the comment section and drop your own there. All right, so what are these red flags we're talking about? Some of them are still part of the causes of the financial issues we're talking about. And the first one I'll be mentioning is selfishness. Selfishness. Now, generally and naturally, human beings are selfish. Yes, we all are selfish, if we're not going to lie to ourselves. So selfishness is one major red flag in marriage, like that can cause financial issues. Now, if you are dating someone and the person is selfish, I don't know how you cope, because selfishness is a very, very grievous disease, and anybody who is into it will need to really pray, yes, to get out of it. Okay, so selfishness is one thing that can serve as a red flag to any financial problem in marriage. And then there is also infidelity. Well, maybe I should just marry selfishness and infidelity together, but they are two different things anyways. Yes, infidelity, when you cannot be trusted with money, when you cannot be trusted with anything sacred or whatever. Now, infidelity makes a man to have a special bank account somewhere that is nurturing, keeping money in, and the wife will not know. The same goes with the wife. I'm not talking about only men here doing it. Women can also do it. Ladies can also do it. Having a secret account to yourself, and when you are both supposed to know about any account, you may have your personal account, there's nothing wrong about that. But you're both supposed to know and be in terms about anything money. Alright? So, but a couple of us usually think that, okay, I will give a share to my husband, he will know about this one, he will not know about this one. That takes me to the second red flag. Secrecy. Like, being secretive can also be a red flag to financial problem in marriage. Now, when you are secretive and your spouse finds out about the secret, you can never be trusted again, and especially when it has to do with money. So secrecy, being secretive, can also cause a financial problem in marriage. All right, so it can be a red flag and you must watch out for it. It is also very important to watch out for any spouse to be or spouse that has hidden debts. Now, hidden debt is you have a debt somewhere that you're owing someone, yes, a particular amount of money, but you won't tell your spouse. Maybe because you feel what you bought, your spouse must not know about it as part of secrecy. And of course, maybe you feel that, oh, you will pay it. That's why you don't want to tell your spouse, because your spouse will get angry. It's not better for your spouse to get angry and know what you have done than to come to know later when it has become a problem. So hidden debt, when you're not able to pay it, somebody can come for you or come for your wife and many things can go wrong with that alone. So secret debt or hidden debt is one flag, one red flag that you must watch out for in marriage finances. Okay, when your spouse hides its ATM or ATM card from you, or the PIN to their ATM card, or they actually change PIN every now and then at intervals. Fine, there are some reasons that would make a spouse to change his PIN or a PIN. I mean, keeping it away from the other spouse. I mean, the spouse can spend lavishly. Yes, there are some people that can spend so lavishly, like what they don't need, they want to get. It is, I mean, what they want that they just want to get. They don't need these shoes. Yes, those shoes are not needed. They have enough shoes, but they just want to get it because they saw it on someone. They don't need those clothes, but they just want to get it because they like it, because they like it on someone. Right? So there are a lot of things we do not need that we want to get because we want them. I mean, there's a difference between what you need and what you want. So what you want is just, oh, I just want to get it because of the desire you have, because you saw it on someone. And men, my people call it ojukokoro. I don't know what other people call it, but that is covetousness. Yes, in English. All right. So they just want to get it. But when you get what you need, yes, you have value. Yes, it is what is important and very much, useful to you and maybe the family. Right. So it's possible the spouse is like that, getting what they just want and not what they necessarily need. So the other spouse might want to keep the pin away from them, but then it's still a red flag at the same time. So the attitude of the spouse does not actually validate your keeping or secrets, your pin, and of course changing pin at intervals. Well, you have your reasons, but at the same time, I must do justice to this. It is still going to cause problem in the family's finance because it is a red flag. Yes. Another one is lying about your spendings. You are not going to disclose to your spouse everything you have bought. You bring some out and you keep some because you don't know your spouse. You don't want your spouse to know about the things you bought. Maybe you still want to ask for the money. Ladies, where are you? You bought these things, but you want to keep them away from your spouse because you want to still ask for the money later. Well, maybe I should say sometimes it is wisdom, but if your spouse finds out, but lie will still be lie, whether wisdom or not, because some people will call it wisdom. Yes. So if your spouse finds out, it becomes a lie. Yes. Sometimes we even want to do something like surprise. We want to surprise our spouse. We buy those things, but we won't portray like we bought them. We will pretend like we've not bought them because we want to surprise our spouse. But sometimes, if you want to surprise your spouse, you need to really do it with wisdom, because once your spouse finds out, it might become something big, and that would cause problem in the family. So we're talking about generally things that can cause financial problems or issues in marriage. All right. So if you've got anything you want to contribute or anything you want to say about this topic, just drop it in the comment section. And remember, my own name is Tosinfayo. And now let's talk about the solution. What should we do if there is already financial problem in the family? All right. So you have to both come to terms. You have to both come to terms. You have to both talk to each other. You have to both be in agreement. Yes, be sincere to each other. I mean, say the truth. 100% truth is what is required of you right now, because you have to also first realize that you've gone wrong. Both of you, whichever of you has done anything wrong, you have to realize, because it's when you realize that you can change for the better. So come to terms. Come to the knowledge that you've done something wrong and apologize. Then both of you should be in agreement, on the same page. Yes, when it comes to money, you could have a joint account. And I asked that question the other time, that is it okay, or would you rather have a joint account with your spouse, or you will never do such? Because I've heard ladies who have said, I will never try it. So let me hear from you what you think about this. Joint account is actually an interesting topic. But let me just know your views first. I'm going to have it as a topic soon. Yes, and I'll have people to discuss it. Why is it important? Why is it good or why is it bad? So have a joint account with your spouse. Okay. All right. Still talking about handling financial issues in marriage. Yes. For those who have invited, before I go into the solution fully, I've mentioned some things that you should realize that you've done wrong if you are the one who was defaulted. And yes, two of you should come to terms and be in agreement. Before I mention the rest, let me welcome my guest because, like, I've spoken a lot. The Ola B is a music minister. Yes. All right, Ola B, we have you on the show. You have the floor.
Hi everyone. Hi ladies. I really want to appreciate my sister for this opportunity to speak to you on this topic, financial issues in marriage. Financial issues are those difficult times, difficult financial situations in marriage. Those times you have challenges, financial challenges, trouble here and there. The simple things that happens or that causes this, one of them is lack of proper planning, the poor spending. Spending habit is very, very important. It's key in marriage. It's very important. If you are the one that is always spending lavishly, most of the time, husband and wife do have different beliefs, financial beliefs. You understand? So the wife could believe that I have to save up, and why the husband could believe that when the money comes in, spend it. So you have to be very careful. Poor spending habit is a red flag. And then when you like entering into things that are not profitable, if you like spending on things that are not really, that does not really matter. And the solution to this is just communication. That is where communication comes in. As husband and wife, you have to come together, communicate on your financial life. You understand? It is very important in marriage. You have to meet it at the middle, plan properly. Proper planning will actually help in marriage to save us from the financial crisis in marriage. Proper planning and communication. And I pray that God will help us in Jesus. And lastly, you have to pray together and stay together as couple. Pray together and stay together, and try as much as possible to spend wisely. The Bible says wisdom is profitable to direct. Please spend wisely and pray together for God to lead you, to direct you on what and when to spend. God will help us in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, Ola B. Good to have you on this show. Like, I have brainy women around me. They are so amazing and fantastic. Thank you so much for that delivery. Yes, I guess you've gotten something really worthwhile from what Ola B has just said, and still is in line with all that I have said. And thank you so much. Well, let me just conclude on my own part because, like, I came prepared too. I just started. All right, so talking about what are the things we can do to remedy financial issues in the family. But then let me talk about those who are not yet married. I mean, you would see the red flags, but a lot of times we just overlook those red flags. We just look at it like, oh, it doesn't matter. It's not going to affect me. We can always correct it. We can always work on it. You want to work on a man that is already, stiff, that you cannot bend again. I mean his character anyways. Like, it's not easy like that. He has been coming all along with this attitude that you want to change overnight. Well, I am not discouraging you, but I'm just saying something. Well, it also goes for a lady that has this attitude that is going to be a red flag to your financial matters, like in the marriage. Well, when it comes to money, may I announce to you that nobody knows anyone. Money, they say, can make friends to become enemies. As my Yoruba people will say it, "Owó ló ń bojú ọ̀rẹ́ jẹ́." Ah, you should know what you're doing. Wise up, girl. Wise up, man. If the red flag is there, if you need to pick race, pick race. But there are some that you can still manage anyways, and they can still be corrected to an extent. Well, good luck to you. Okay, so talking about remedies, or what are the things we can do if you're already in marriage and you're having financial issues. I'll just think you should have a financial account together. Like, just have an account, a joint account as a couple. After all, you have been said to be one when you were being joined together. I don't know if there is any other religion where they say you are two after being joined together, but in my own religion, I know that once you are joined together, you have become one. So your account number should also, your accounts should also become one. It's not my money, it's not his money, it is our money. Even though a lot of people would laugh at that and say, our money, okay. Well, whatever works for you, follow your mind. But I know it is supposed to be that way. Anyways, so that helps a lot. Have a joint account. You could still have your personal account that you will be running, so that once you're done with that, you could just tell your husband, oh, well, I actually overshot my budget for this thing and I need money. Can we just take something from the joint account? The joint account is meant to take care of the family. You plan your life together. That's one thing that is lacking in some families. They don't plan together. The couple don't plan together, and that is going to cause a lot of problems, because if you have joint account, both of you will be signatories to the account, and you don't go behind to take anything from the account without your spouse's um, knowledge, without your spouse's prior notice, without being told. Yes, he will be angry, she will be angry if she hears about it, or if he hears about it, that you went to collect money in the bank without telling him or her. So joint account is meant to be run together. Yes, nobody has an upper hand over the account over the other person. No, you are both signatories, and you have equal rights over the account. Yes, that is how it should be. So don't say because you're collecting bigger salary as a lady and you're collecting more salary than your husband, you will have bigger rights to the account. That is not how it should be. If it is a joint account, you have equal rights to the account. Yes, it is also important that you discuss your life choices together. After discussing your plans, everything you want to achieve for the year. Yes, that reminds me, every year you must have plans. You must write out things you want to achieve. Fine, you may not be able to, achieve everything. And if you're fortunate, you can achieve everything all the same. There is no pessimistic thinking about this. Once you plan it, you follow it through, pursue it, and you can get there. But if it happens that you're not able to achieve everything, at least you achieve a couple of things from whatever you have planned. So planning helps you to move with the wave of the year. In fact, you could even be ahead, yes, of what everybody would have thought, or what you would have thought, because of the planning, because you have something in your mind that you want to achieve. So you run along with the vision. That is what we call it, vision. So have a vision for the year, both of you together, running along with the vision. All right. So yes, discussing this, we are talking about what are the solutions to the financial issues in marriage. If you already have financial issues, so you have a joint account, create a joint account for yourselves, and of course discuss your life choices together. It is very possible that your husband likes to buy things in expensive malls, and you have to, you love to buy in Penal Select, maybe. Yes. So but your husband is this type that just likes new things, cha-cha, tear rubber. If money is not enough to get those things, or if you have other expenses to run, you could just get to a cheaper mall. You are not going to tell your husband to go to Penal Select. Just go to a cheaper mall and get what you need to get there. At cheaper rates. Yes, for the time being, your husband could get back to the high stuff when you have enough. All right, so that is compromise. Basically, you could compromise your choices if you discover that what you have on ground is not so enough for what you want. All right, so compromise is very, very important in marriage. If you are the type that you are so stubborn or heady, and you don't want to hear anything like, this is what I think we should do like this, you just want to do what you feel will be satisfactory to you. Now you have to reconsider if you really want the marriage to work financially. So another solution to financial issues in marriage is that you will leave salary differences out of it. Yes, you are collecting more than your spouse, it does not matter. You both own the money. It is your money together, not one person's money. So you leave salary differences out of it. And of course, you must appreciate your personality differences. Know what your husband wants, know what your wife wants, and of course you know that. Okay, let's talk about this together. If it's not going to pay us at this time, it's not going to work at this time, let's get to think together and rub minds together and see what will work for us together as a couple. And of course, be open in your expenses, in your spendings, in whatever you buy, purchases and all. Be open. Whatever you buy, tell your husband, tell your wife, tell your spouse, discuss together what you have bought. If you want to make it a surprise, make it in such a way that it will not get your husband or your wife angry at the end of the day when they discover it. All right, and let expectations be, normal. Don't have too much of high expectations over your husband's salary, over your wife's salary. So some husbands, because their wife is working, they don't work again. They will just be waiting for the wife to collect her salary, and they just want to pounce on it. And it does not work that way. Before you know it, the wife will get tired and she'll be like, am I a dummy? Am I stupid? Because you want to feel like you are using her. She wants to feel used. And that is not going to work. Like, she would soon, bounce back, because she will push her to the wall, an extreme part of the world someday, and she will bounce back. So you don't want that to happen. All right. So these are the things I have on this show today, and all my guests, I'm grateful to you for coming. I appreciate you with all of my heart. You're so amazing, you're fantastic, and you're special to me. Okay, all right. So thank you for joining me on this show. Anyways, yes, thank you for being a part of the show. Thank you for loving Tosinfayo for who she is. Thank you for loving the Ladies Court, and thank you for always coming back to subscribe. Okay, to have me on the social media platforms, you have me as Tosinfayo. Tosinfayo, Tosinfayo on Facebook, or Akimiola Oluwatosin. Akimiola Oluwatosin. Those are the two accounts I have on Facebook. And of course, to get me on Instagram, you have me at Tosinfayor. Yes, that one has Tosinfayor on Instagram. And yes, on TikTok, I am Teefayor. Teefayor. Those are the platforms you can get me on. Yes, and on YouTube, I am still your Tosinfayo. Tosinfayor. Yes, let's do this together again next month, which is November, and God keep you, sustain you, and bless you beyond your expectations as you expect the next month's edition of the Ladies Court. I remain my humble self, Tosinfayo, the Executive Director of the Ladies Court, the script writer, and everything about the Ladies Court. And to all my crew on the Ladies Court, thank you so much for being amazing. Thank you for being there always when I need you. I just call you. My beck and calls. Let me just say that. God bless you all for me and give you sound health always, as well as long life. And for every celebrant of the month, again, I say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Of course, I'll see you again next month. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you enough. Remember to share this video, like, subscribe if you have not, because it does not bite. Yes. And of course, God bless you for me. Bye.